Hello there, my fellow royals. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech, the first Wendigo, episode 69, Honored with Implantation. Brito was one of the oldest prisoners in the colony. True. I just didn't like the fact that Brito... Yeah, I just didn't like Brito. I also, for that matter, don't like most of these in here. But Brito had to go. Alright, Mitty. It is time to analyze. Steel breach axe is probably still fine, although I don't think it would be a terrible idea to try for a uranium breach axe, as that would be even better, and I do have plenty of uranium. So I'll make an attempt. We found some underground steel, and that's actually in our perimeter, so that's really nice. Wow, I've never seen it match up so perfectly with the mountain before. Like, that's honestly just by chance, and also very impressive. And there is the second drill arm. So Zen, you are going to be repurposed as the tool that you are. And Wendy has an inspired surgery, which is not an inspiration I particularly care for, so I'm going to have Wendy burn the inspiration now. Wendy has dark vision, so the light levels of the surgery area doesn't really matter. Cool. I'm really curious kind of what mechs I want to make, but I really need a raid by... I mean, I guess I could start making the cheap mechs, the basic core mechs. You know, make a bunch of Minotaurs or something, but I kind of don't want to because they're spammy and useless. What I was considering is, you know, Legionary mechs are really powerful when you stack their shields. Or I could go Daedalus, but I would need 2 more signal chips for that. Let me consider. Centurions I don't find particularly useful because their shield breaks and then it's like you're just really expensive broken shield. Tesserons are only really good against organics, which is not something I have trouble with already. War Queens would be pretty powerful, but then I would need additional chips for that. Any of the centipedes would be good, but I would need rip scans. Centipede blasters would be particularly good against other mechs, though. Because what we get attacked by the most tends to be mechs. So having mechs that could deal with other mechs is the meta, I think, for us. Which would be probably between some sort of centipede, likely blasters for their high pen, and legionaries for their stacked shields. Those are likely the 2 most useful mechs for us. But I'm not right now in the position to even make mechanoids, because we don't have the cores, unless I want to start killing off my prisoners. But they're still serving a purpose with their eggs. Speaking of which, we do have some spare eggs, so I'll try to sell these spare eggs when the caravan comes. I think what I could do is shrink the zone like this, so these technically aren't in my stockpile. So when I trade with the caravan, it doesn't even register these eggs as being able to be sold, which makes it a little bit easier. And then I have the stockpile here. Alright, that works. Alright, so Zen, you're up, and you're digging at slate. Am I going to try more vats? For the moment, I don't have an overabundance of rice, so more vats doesn't make sense. In fact, I even have an idle vat right now. I could spin this vat up, though. If I did, let's make that super soldier one, which would be this one. No, is it? Yeah, this one. Oops, wait. Don't use raw rice, Slow Wayne. Use baby powder, or baby formula. No! Don't move that egg in there. Don't mess with this. I have to fill the vat first, and then put the egg in. So annoying. Order of operations. Alright, there we go. Embry just got grabbed. Whoa, I don't want to delete the zone. There we go. Re-forbid the door. There. Now we're growing another super soldier. So we have Monarch, Guero, Steph, and some unnamed, unraffled to be grown. How's Operation Plasteel coming? I have a distinct feeling like Zembionic is not getting the Plasteel I want, as I don't have any right now. What the heck are you doing? And given the ambient temperature, I'm a little worried that these guys are going to take off because it's super cold, so I'm going to trade with them immediately. Pale plus sheer white skin, heavy jaw, black skin, and pig ears. Nope. It's going to take me a minute because there's some duplicates that I have that I definitely can sell. Like 2 copies of Super Heal. See, here's the issue, is like, before I trade, let me make sure. So MIDI and Bryzit. Is there any other MIDI Bryzit combos here? I want to make sure that I'm not able... Okay, there aren't. So if I see MIDI and Bryzit here, it means that I have access to it. Yes, so there is a MIDI and Bryzit embryo. So I can't gift my embryos like this. It's potentially dangerous. Got it. Also annoyed. Quite. So what else do I have copies of? I have Dark Vision, Gray Eyes, and Dark Vision with just Alone. So I'll just sell the regular Alone version and keep the Gray Eyes version. A Strong Stomach is not one I'm ever going to implant. I separated Kind from the non-violent, but I'm going to keep both. I could put them in transport pod, yeah. But that means I have to repack the transport pod every time I want to sell one. So it would work, but it's almost just as annoying. You know? Light gray skin, definitely don't need that. Super heat tolerant, I really don't care. High libido, don't care. Slow runner, no, I'll keep that. And okay, yep, that's so far so good. Kidney, heart, lung of a 3-year-old. Don't ask where that came from. I hope. Knee spike, and Sandalance comes my way. Oh man, do I have a lot of gold. I really hope that a royal tribute collector comes by, because that's a lot of gold. Soother, Plasteel. I'll just up and buy their Plasteel. And I'll trade the gold for it, because I'm impatient and I really want that Locust armor. And again, Wendy doesn't really care about cost, so I'll also buy the components as well. Wendy's not a capitalist. She's a pragmatist. Things serve purposes, and purposes only. Cool. Well, that's a good trade, and that allows me to start the locust armor that's going to allow what's her name to go to ancient danger or to ancient complexes without too much personal risk. Although, according to this, I don't have enough plasteel, which I don't think is true. I think it just hasn't been hauled. Good use of gold, yeah. Having that much gold sit around is totally worthless, because all it's doing is driving up colony value and not protecting us, or not being used as, like, you know, a means to harm our enemies. Silver, and it's in the mountain. And Zen is down here now, going after plasteel again. And the Inalor trade caravan, I was right, are already leaving. Kind of figured that they would bail really early on, because it's so cold here. Mitty, you're a brawler. Keep the shield belt on. You're apparently a dumb brawler. And then Bryzit, you'll take the Insanity Lance. So Mass is obviously going to keep the bandwidth pack. And then Bryzit with the Lance for now. Where's my vacuum? And why isn't it cleaning? Oh, it's working on it. I'll eventually haul the Archite capsule. That's just so that if I buy Archite genes, I can implant them. I don't think I have any... Yeah, I don't have any Archite genes yet. But, you know, if I ever buy it, if I ever purchase them. His medical emergency is not really emergency. Yeah, I have 30 days to administer go juice or he dies. But 30 days... I would not consider an emergency. These guys are here for one more week. Here's another pigskin. So we'll have T-Sing try to fertilize it. I have not had a usable pigskin hybrid yet. Trotter hands. Yeah, my pigskin hybrid project has been a super failure. That's okay. You don't have to succeed every time. I just feel badly. Alright, so here's the Locust armor. It is getting made for Mitty. Wouldn't it be good to give Mitty the Insanity Lance for the complex raids? Mitty has a shield belt, and I think shield belts are going to be... Shield belt plus Locust armor is way better for ancient complexes than an Insanity Lance. Especially given that the complexes could have hussars, which are lance immune, right? Because they're psych def, so... Given the possibility of a lance immune enemy, it's better to just be shielded from it so it can't shoot you. I think. This is kind of a large ancient danger here. Noted. Oh, I need blood. 1, 2, 3. Sweet. You're down to tattered apparel. It's your recon armor. I was already making a replacement for that armor, which is this one. Did we ever make the... Oh, the breach axe? Ew, Natsu. Ah, come on, man. I hate how I have to keep specifying who the crafter is. Like, no, I don't want a stupid fabricor to make my axes for me. Quit pissing me off with that. And we found steel. Nice. The other thing is, we are definitely going up in rice, but I think I'm going to run a batch of beer and tea instead of going to just grow more. Because we already have almost half the people in our colony in vats. Well, a third, let's say. So I've got 9 people, and we have 4 in vats, so... And it's not like... I don't really have bedrooms or anything for them. So it'd be best if we slowed down on vat growers unless it gets voted on. Now, if I do want to be able to implant archite genes, I do need archigenetics researched, but I don't have any archite genes to even implant yet, so it's not urgent that I get that. Ooh, is this an attack? No, it's a crashing... It's a crashing royal, and impids are going to attack him. Now, here's a thought. I am going to make an executive decision here. Bryzit, congratulations. You are going to become royal. I think it helps to have a backup royal, at least having the rank of knight to be able to trade when Wendy is in death rest, because that's been really annoying. And Bryzit's kind of our intellectual, so I figured, why not Bryzit? Mechs. Head on up. Orange Chaos, you can just keep working now, because I don't think you're going to get here in time. That's quite the layout. Nah, this is a pretty uncomplicated base. This is not like an elegant base as far as my bases are concerned. I mean, I appreciate the compliment, but honestly, this base is hard trash compared to what I usually build. So I need to keep... I should have read it. Who am I keeping safe? Stack and a civilian, and then this is the Jan. So Stack, you're a baseliner, and you're a baseliner, so they're not particularly good at taking care of themselves. The only issue with this fight is they're impids, and the fire is a bit of a risk for Wendy, because fire breathers can definitely do her harm more than the average other enemies could. Oh, masterwork. Very good, very nice. Put it down. Oh, no, you were right. Haul it to the weapon stockpile. So one of the things I'm going to want to do to the impids is to turn them on themselves with berserks and keep them off of Wendy and not within 10 tiles so that they can't spew fire. So, raid time. And hopefully that will give Bryzit some honor. And that also opens up the possibility of Bryzit having aides to be able to call in, and then also psycasts, which having a second psycaster wouldn't be bad. How does Wendy feel about Bryzit, though? Wendy doesn't have feelings. I forgot about that. Wendy was very quick to remind me that she does not care. In fact, she's like, Bry who? What? Who are you referring to? I don't even see him here. Where is he? You grew him in a vat. Like, how is you no relationship? Oh, man, she's... Wow. Where are you? Oh, there. She doesn't like him. Okay. Second from the bottom, yeah. She doesn't have particularly strong feelings. Got it. I am going to assume... Actually, I'm not going to assume anything. I'm going to guess that they're coming in from the west, but they could come in from the north, too. Acquaintance that's brutal? That's about as good as it gets with Wendy. She has one friend, and it's this prisoner, and only a friend because this prisoner is beautiful. So, friend. Never mind. I was gonna have you eat. Oh, yeah, I was right about the corner. Cool. So we've got... Great, but yeah, we got a mix. Let's take position behind cover. And Wendy is going in for the messing with them. Let's stay out of breath range. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to berserk them so I stagger their approach. And that way I make it easier for me to dispatch them. And then also I can have robots in front to absorb all the fire breath so that Wendy isn't spooked. Ooh. And I would very much like child-bearing aged females, like this specific impid, because I don't have the horned genes isolated yet, and that's something I very much would like. All right, let's cause some more chaos. And then we're on heat cooldown. Oh, you got back up. Also, your name is Jizz. I don't know how I feel about that name for a female. Wait, how did fire just... Oh, a flame bow. That's obnoxious. So it's about 20.9 range that you can have fire panics. So it serves me well to keep Wendy well outside of the 20.9 range so that she can't panic as a result of being around fire. So here's another child-bearing, aged female impid. And I'll just keep trying to isolate them when possible. I'm going to press forward. MIDI, you got to earn your rank here. And this also has them... Nope, MIDI's decided to earn her keep by going dazed and confused in the middle of this fight. Good. Very helpful. Well, there's no doubt that the royals are safe. And I'm going to have Wendy come and... Yep, alright, the impids are fleeing. I'm going to have Wendy come and patch up the ones that can be egg donored. Good, I got another one. Oh, and she's pregnant. Well, I'll have to abort that, but, you know. So, potentially 3, if I can keep them alive. So, Wendy, patch Jizz up, and capture. And then let's put out these fires so that Wendy can come over here. I'll put the fires out with the robots. That's 2. So I'm just coagulating their wounds. Come on out. Put the fire out. Oh, it decided to get up. Punch. Okay, cool. Capture. And capture. Mechs, you can go back to recharge. Orange cows back to unrestricted mining. And we're good. 3 egg donors and 8 honor. Why not? And all I had was I got hit by a great bow once in my foot. I guess he's not going to be an adventurer anymore. Locust armor's done. Sweet. So once MIDI stops going... Well, rhymes with MIDI. We'll get MIDI out to the complexes for the glitter wand. At some point, I'm going to have to repair foxes, but that's fine. You are hurling insults to mass. You know what? That's fine. But you did drop a person, which is less than fine. What rank will Bryzet want a throne? So, taking a look at the royal ranks here. Yeoman... Knight wants a throne, but anything short of knight will not. A throne means I could just throw a throne in here too, a side throne. They can share rooms. That's not an issue. So for these new egg layers, I'm going to pacify them. Maybe I should reassess my pacifist gene. I don't think I'm likely to make much change, but I haven't looked at it. Slow runner wouldn't be terrible to add to them as well, so that if they try to get away, they can't. Trotter hands too, so that they can't throw hands. But yeah, I guess that's it. So, super dead calm. That's what I'll call it. Save template as super dead calm. And yeah, I see the automatic door, so I'm going to get rid of the old one. When appropriate, I'll do the yeoman ceremony. I don't really need to do it at the moment, though. I could also give MIDI... I have 2 minor trainers. No, I have 1. Never mind. I have a miner, I have a cook, and I have a melee. Not MIDI, I meant Zen. But no, I don't really need to do that. Looks like I'm out of baby food at the moment. Yeah, I think it's because Natsu is recharging, I'd guess. Yep. So I'll get back to it. Oh, look at my hemogen. Jeez. What did I do? Oh, all the coagulation. Well. It's like, I stopped bleeding so that I can suck them even more dry. I'm going to turn off the ground pen scanner and the research bench just so that we assemble the xenogerms a little bit faster. Come on, MIDI. I want to send you on an adventure. Just snap out of it already. Guero has an annoying oh, what is going on with my stupid children? You're a dirt mole with a squeaky little annoying voice. That's great. And you were actually the genetically perfect dirt mole hybrid. So that's very disappointing. Infections for impids is dangerous because they have bad immunity. So I'm going to have Fangface here use drugs. The other issue that I'm going to run into is I'm running low again on herbal meds. Especially after all the xenogerm implantations that I'm about to do. So I'm going to need to run some more meds through the farm. And here's the recon armor I was hoping for. It's excellent quality. That is the same as Wendy, so I'll have Mass wear it. Oh. Yeah. What's the best way to offset annoying voice? Cutting out their tongue so that they can't annoy people. I did that to T-Sang when T-Sang wouldn't stop flirting with Wendy. I cut his tongue out so that he couldn't piss Wendy off anymore. I've half a mind to do that to Mass as well. Because Mass has been slandering Wendy. Hell, nobody really needs their tongues other than Wendy. I don't have a functional moral guide. Mass is our moral guide. Mass sucks at it. Mitty is still wandering. You really don't want to go on an adventure, do you? Only the second royal needs a tongue? Yeah, to be able to ask the for trade caravans and trade. And here's the last one. There it is. I figured I'd scan each impid once. Also need to start pulling eggs. I will get my impid hybrid eventually. Would it make sense to make the second royal the moral guide? Only if they have the social skill for it. Steph is technically of egg extraction age, but I think if they're going to be a cannon fodder, I'm going to grow them till adulthood so that they can move at full speed. Do I have to do these surgeries myself? Maybe my... Yeah, Fangface is recharging. Fine. Wendy kind of enjoys it. It's a weird version of torture. So for these 3 impid genes, I'll mix, I'll have T-Sang mix up a batch of... So now that I have 4 impid egg donors, I definitely should be able to get... I definitely should be able to get at least a viable impid hybrid. I hope. If I don't, I mean, I'd be really surprised. Alright, so Pin there is now pacified. Why can't Wendy move? That was strange. Oh, I think I know what's going on. The xenogerm that I scheduled to implant just happened to be the same one, and it like broke. Yep, that was the problem. And Mitty, you finally snapped out of it. Actually, you probably snapped out of it a while ago. So let me get you off to get the glitter wand information. Why would we be given genes finished regrowing when that's not true? It's 1.7 years from now. Seems like a bug. And Monarch became a child. You will remain free for now. Please don't end up like your sister's annoying voice and volatile, greedy psychopath. Follow in a different set of footsteps. All right. So, T-Sang, it is time to see if we have any impid matches. Fingers crossed. Attempt number 1. Slow wound healing is a must not have gene. That's too bad. It was close. It was closer than the other attempts. So let's attempt number 2. Slow wound healing again. And weak immunity. Number 3 is weak immunity. And cold weakness. The RNG does not like me. The other prisoner's egg extraction timer is about 2 days. Oh, struck even more steel. 2 different steel spots? Yeah. This is steel spot 1, steel spot 2. So, Mitty, when you wake up, you are going on an adventure. Would it be worth donating eggs via transport pod? Yeah, I could do that. Make a friend. So let's take a look. Probably Inalor again. But maybe not. Maybe the Royals. It really depends on how much rep it will give me for each. So I'll launch this transport pod, and then Mitty will go off on her way. And it doesn't hurt to have 2 transport pods for future use, so that I can have simultaneous launches. Light has spread? Yeah, it did, didn't it? The farming bots are just so slow. They can't outpace the blight all that well. Okay, everything that I wanted in here is already in here. It's 27 and 35 to the glitter world. They pay better. Can I rename prisoners? No. You don't get to rename non-colonists. I could rename them if I, like, recruited them, but I'm not going to go to that trouble. It's kind of a lot of trouble to make it slightly nicer. I get it, like, renaming them Dirt Mole or Neanderthal or whatever. I could use dev mode, but they all have racial names that are sort of indicative of what they are, more or less. Is that always true? Yeah, that's pretty true. You can always kind of tell by their dumb names. Alright, Mitty. As soon as this pod is rebuilt, you're gone. And Kish is building it now. So Mitty is heading out. Gonna head out with some 5 meals. I need to get metabolism tech print, because the amount of food that that these guys eat is hard to keep up with in terms of their demand, their caloric demand. And don't forget the new breachjacks. Good call. The Big Basher. I wonder what the DPS difference is. It's 7.17 19 pen to 9.78 28 pen. So, yeah, definitely an improvement. Alright, I need to make sure I know which one I'm headed to. So, I'll go to the 6-year-old one, because that's a long time off. So that's just the furthest west. You know what I didn't check? Mitty, you can do intellectual, right? Alright, you're able. You're not good at it. But it's at least not disabled. Because if it was disabled, that'd be a bit of a problem. It's really nice to have offspring that are systemic capable, so that Wendy doesn't have to do everything by herself. Nope, I definitely can see one of the terminals here. And I'm going to ask you for my remaining time, what should I do after this quest site is done? I know it took me a long time to get out here, but if you want me to continue the glitter wand, that's fine. If you want me to do something else, like ancient dangers, or boss farming, or adding defenses, or ramping up additional egg extraction and breeding, it'll be left up to you. I'm happy for you guys to decide my fate. It's too bad. This is a lot of cloth to leave on the table, but I didn't send the tunneler or something like that to help carry it home. Ooh, neural computation. Yes, please. And this is why I didn't send... Oh, it's a Melitor. This is why I didn't send Wendy, because Wendy is hyper flammable. Oh, you lost a toe. And you ran straight into another Melitor in your fiery panic. And into another Melitor. What is this? You want the Melitors to mess with you? So, unfortunately, Mitty's whopping 0 intellectual means that Mitty doesn't understand the concept of stop, drop, and roll. and has decided to enter every possible new room to maximize chaos. Your body is going to melt off if you don't get yourself some... There you go. There you go. Hop in the marsh. Midi, the Militor moron. Okay. Wow. That... No, now is not mealtime. You donkey. You absolute donkey. Luckily, Midi also has a melee of 20, and Militors are really easy to bash to death. So, good luck figuring out how medicine works. Alright, just the toe is fine. Let's have you hack this terminal. There's a lot of hermetic crates in this complex. Quite a lot. 3 for a tiny complex? It's unusual, I think. Well, they're also tiny rooms. Solwayne, thank you for the resub. Cheers. Last of my coffee. Alright, that's 2/3. Little plasteel, sure. Come on, break out quicker. I break the walls so that I don't get burned by the super heated arrow, but I forgot to do it in that case. Fight the fire first. Because I've seen you. You don't know how fire works. Hey, go ahead and explode. I really don't care. I'm out of range. And we have a burned toe. If she comes home successfully, she'll get a foot. Another one. She has a penchant for losing toes. Let's hack for drop supplies. Because it also comes with enemies, but she can always escape from enemies. So it's wort. That's a lot of wort. That's way heavier than I can... Yeah, okay, not even worth me picking up. That's a lot of wort. Jesus. 131 wort? Alright, and off she goes. What is the other glitter wand one? Oh, it's here? You know, she's gonna go investigate that. She's gonna have to earn this free foot. But as she's walking over there, she'll probably patch herself up. Will become a scary fast melee pawn? I mean, nobody is fast compared to Wendy. Alright, it looks like you guys want me to resource farm. Alright, so I take that, in my case, to mean, let's pop these ancient dangers, because they've been sitting here for such a long time, and I'm sure you guys have been curious as to what's in them. Ooh, the Hussar's genes. Don't mind if I do. So we've got advanced components, circadian influence. Isn't that what MIDI already has? No, neural computation. Back to Wendy. Glitterworld meds, a soother, a hermetic crate, and 3 insects. Boy, oh boy, so very scare. Go eat your young. And don't miss, don't clip a casket, please. Because I want to keep these caskets intact. The reason I don't want to pop the caskets is the caskets are really good freeze-dried food. So if I am ever in... If I ever don't have enough human meat, I can always pop these caskets for human meat. right? Freeze-dried food. So I don't want to be messing with them if I don't have to. Architect arm. Cool. Hey, Wendy. You have a bionic arm left. Well, your right's about to get a lot more powerful. Forget Gannic. Go full chrome. And I'll try to queue up the surgery next she needs to sleep. You've recently started playing RimWorld thanks to me. Your second colony is nearing space exit. Nice. Are you done with the reactor raids, or is that on your horizon? Because when you're close, but you haven't done your reactor raids, you might not be as close as you think. But I wish you luck. Could storing cannon fodder kids in the cryopods until a fight be allowed? It would be allowed, yes, but cryptosleep sickness takes a while to get over, so it also wouldn't be all that useful because the potted children would you know, I'd pop them out of their pods and they'd be woozy and puking and totally worthless in a fight. Yeah, there's a chance, but there's a pretty good chance that you're sick when you come out of those pods. And that's why you don't put people in them unless you're willing to risk that. It's the same with the crash landed start, if you've ever noticed. Like, on average, half the people in the crash landed start have crypto sleep sick, meaning that they're puking up everywhere. Oh, Orange Chaos, it looks like you're bored. Okay, Orange Chaos, you go to recharge. Mitty's fully healed, because Mitty is a genetic monster, even if she was a little useless. And then, Wendy, next time you're asleep, I'm gonna put that arm in you. And then I'll open up the other Ancient Danger. You know what? You're already walking over here. Might as well have you Ancient Danger now. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech, The First Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch January 8th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my Discord community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Wendigo,